outside sitting on the balcony today. I thought I'd bring y'all a different background other than the truck and in the kitchen. So I was out here this morning because I am about to decorate the outside for fall. And so I was out here picking up because DJ lives out here. Like, he gets more use out of the balcony than anybody because he likes to come out and sunbathe. So anyway, I was just coming outside this morning to see what I could do to fall up the place, just get a few things here and there. And so that's why I'm out here this morning. And it's not too bad outside, actually. It's been, I think the last couple days here in the greater Houston area has been under 100 so far. Like, we've been like 99. Like, it's teetering on going towards 100, but hadn't quite got there. Yeah, look at my glasses. Donald does not like the glasses, but I love them. Get in there. I like the glasses. I told him, I say, I was going for the naughty librarian. I told him I was going for the naughty librarian look. I like these glasses. So I'm going to wear these today. They're quite big. I'm not used to really big frames. But yeah, I like these. So what I'm about to do is go ahead and get my day started. And you can feel the humidity in the air. It's gonna be a scorcher. They say it hadn't been over 100, but I would be willing to argue that. But anyway, yeah. And so yesterday I was trying on makeup. For the life of me, I cannot do makeup. So, you know, I have to become my husband's girlfriend when we're on vacation. He thinks it's funny. Because I'm a little different on vacation. I feel more free, right? You would think after me doing all this man would want to take me on vacation all the time. He's too cheap. But listen, anyway, I cannot put on makeup to save my life. I could remember being, I want to say I was a sophomore in high school, and my mother, that's when I started experimenting with makeup and stuff. And my mother would say, girl, you start wearing makeup now, you're going to look old before your time. And that scared me because I was like, I don't want to look old. So I never wore makeup. Like, I might put some brow powder on, maybe some lip gloss, but I was never a foundation girl. It's a little too hot out here, y'all. Let's go inside and we'll finish this conversation. So anyway, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all while I came in the house, because I sat out there and I saw one of them little spider sacks. You know how the spiders make this little sack, and then when the spiders are getting ready, I'm talking about them, y'all. And when the spiders get ready to hatch, they come out the little cocoon or the little web. I saw one of them out there. That's why I was trying to hurry up and get inside, y'all, because I'm like, this won't be the day that y'all come out on me. So Donald just threw it over the balcony so it could do what it do. We ain't trying to kill nature. But anyway, y'all, listen. So my mother told me, she was just like, you shouldn't wear makeup. It's gonna make you look older, faster. And I didn't want that, because my mother always looked so young for her age. Like, when she was 82, my mother looked every bit of 60. Like, she looked good. But my mother got up every morning and she walked. When I say my mother walked from 5 to 10 miles every day, she just never wanted to sit still. So when she didn't have anything else to do, she drove up until she was like 80. She drove until she was 80. At that point, you know, she stopped driving. But to keep her mind sharp, she would get on the bus where she lived. She would get on the bus and just ride the bus from beginning to end. You know what I'm saying? Like, she'll ride it to the end of the route and then she would ride it back home again. And she say to keep her mind, because she was so worried about getting Alzheimer's or dementia or something like that. And so she was like, I just get on the bus and I read every sign that I see. She was like, it just keeps me busy the whole ride. She was like, I keep trying to remember places and stuff like that, but she said I just keep reading and reading and reading. And I don't know, it just scared her because her mother had Alzheimer's, you know, and friends and stuff of hers suffered from dementia and stuff like that, and she just didn't want to do it. So she was healthy. Now, she wasn't a healthy eater, but she was health. But my mother really didn't eat though, because like if we would take her to a buffet, she gonna taste everything on that buffet, and she would just taste it. So you would think that she was eating all that stuff, but she was throwing that stuff away. Like if they had a pot roast, she would get a bit of the pot roast and eat it. If they had lamb chops, she would get a bite of lamb chops. So she really didn't eat. She would just nibble all day. But when I tell you my mother probably got 20 steps a day up until she was 80, that's what she did. Like when she went to California to live with my sister, you know, just to retire. When she went to California, she told my sister to show her how to catch the bus. And you know, in California, you know, they had those hills sometimes, well, depending on where you live. But where my sister lived, there was a steep hill kind of going up to her house, and my mother would walk that hill up and down 2 and 3 times a day. So she kept herself healthy. My mother never wore more than a size 8. I'm jealous. Never more than a size 8, but when she got older, I think she got down to a size 6 because she just always kept walking. She was an avid coffee drinker. I remember one time we were in our apartment when growing up. She had a bar stool, and she would sit on the side of the stove and just have her cup of coffee before she would feed her kids and her grandkids, because when I got up in age, it was my 5 brothers and myself, and then my sister, my older sister, she came back home and she brought her 3 kids with her, so she would still, you know, taking care of 9 people. But anyway, she was just, my mother was an amazing individual, and I didn't realize how amazing she was until it was too late. And sometimes, y'all, I wake up and I miss my mama, and today is one of those days. And, you know, sometimes I get sad. But you know what? My mother was born April 1st, right? And for some reason, I like, you know, April Fool's Day, everybody playing jokes and stuff like that. But every April, even before I realized it, like on her birthday, I've been sad since she left. And I'm just like, one day I woke up just really sad. Yeah, my hair coming down. But I woke up really, really sad one day, and I could not understand why I was so sad. And I went to Facebook, and I noticed my sister and my nieces and everybody was wishing my mother a happy birthday. And I was like, that is why I'm so sad. That's why I'm so sad. But you know what? I was thinking, I was just like, if my mom had still been living, she would have loved to go on that RV with Damo and I. That would have been like the highlight of her day. That would have been the highlight of her day or her life, because she loved to go, like when she would go to California. Now, she didn't mind flying to California when she would go like once or twice a year before she moved there. But she wanted to take the bus, because the bus takes like 4 days, and she could just look. And everywhere she went, people would spoil her, you know, so she loved it. But yeah, today is one of those days, y'all. I'm kind of emotional, but I ain't gonna be on here crying. But, you know, some days you have where you wish you could talk to somebody. This is one of those days. I'm gonna go now because I don't want y'all to see me cry. I'll be back.
Like those cool high school guys.
You do. You look
Leaned
cool,
up against the
smooth,
wall lockers and stuff.
all sexy and stuff.
What's going on,
Donald trying to get it started already, and our vacation don't start for 2 more days, y'all. He trying to get Crump already. He wanted me to be his girlfriend last night. I was like, nope. Call y'all back. All right, y'all. I done ended up in Target. Well, not really ended up in Target. It was my plan to come here because I am out of my body scrub. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this stuff right here I love it. This is my favorite. All right, y'all. So I normally do a face mask before I leave because why not? This is the one I always get just to hydrate my skin. But I'm telling you right now, these two are really, really good. And I'll do this when I get back. But to go, I'm gonna go ahead and get this one. And it's only $2.99. And these here are only $5.99. But they're really, really good. Alright, so this is the little travel section. And you would think by now that I would have all this stuff. I already bought my Lysol, but just in case, you know, these little things are good. I'm gonna get it anyway. But I already have my Lysol. And I really don't need anything from here. But I always come over here anytime I get ready to go out of town. But I'm gonna tell you what I am gonna get. I'm gonna get these little things. I know that's in the wrong spot. Okay, I think it's $3.99 for these. Now I'm gonna get green so I can take my body gels and stuff because my other one is still full from the last trip. I never emptied it out. And what are we doing, Peggy? This is just stuff I get because if we leave it, it won't feel bad, or I won't feel bad. Gotta get one of these. I made it over to the chip aisle. Donald wants these chips. I think these are the ones in here. Yep, so we got those, and I prefer the ones with the hint of lime, but he didn't like those, so I'm gonna get him what he likes since he'll be eating them. I don't even see the hint of lime, to be honest with you. See him. So this is all we have as far as tortilla chips here in Oh no, they got these up here too. Why are chips so expensive? Here it is, hint of lime. Y'all think he'll be mad if I got me some? So I can have one or two. 2 for $6, so $3 a piece. It was $5 a piece, but now they 2 for $6. I'm gonna get him these so I can have 1 or 2. He'll be all right. All right, I think I got everything I need from Target. I came to get my face mask and some of these little things here to put, you know, some lotions and stuff in, and, you know, just little travel size stuff. So I think I got all we need right here. So I'll call y'all back. Look what I just ran up on. Dove has some exfoliating scrubs too. So that one is brown sugar and coconut butter. Let me smell a couple of these. Hold on. So this one is crushed macadamia and rice milk. Yeah, that ain't gonna do it. This one is crushed almond and mango butter. Now this sounds like it should smell good. Man, it's right there. They didn't finish it. Something. And then they have this last one that's called a pomegranate seed and shea butter. It's just too light for my liking, so I don't know. I think I like the way Donald acts when I put on that pineapple scrub at night, because he be all up on you, girl. So, what I do wrong? All right, so it's a no for me for these. So we're gonna keep searching. All right. Always check the dollar section because you never know what you're gonna find over here. How cute. Now y'all know I gotta get this. I don't know how much it is. I think it's $5. But look how cute that is for your honey when you're making tea. That is super cute. I gotta get this. But I got one on the RV already. Look how cute that little thing is. A pumpkin with a little water spot here for your drink. Like, for real, how cute is that? How cute is that? They always have such cute little things over here. So these pumpkins are $1, the tiny ones. And then when you go down here, they are $3. How cute. Hey friends, pick up the phone, I'm back. Listen. So Donald and I just left Target. Well, I thank him for bringing me to Target, right? So, yeah, I'm wearing my new glasses. Now look, I know when I left off, I was a bit emotional talking about my mother. Donald don't know nothing about it. I had to go in the room and cry silently. But one thing about me y'all need to understand is your girl is all over the place. We could start off talking about cookies, but then you're going to find out how I won spelling bee in 6th grade.
There you go.
It just all relates.
In 6th grade?
I did not, but I'm just saying.
Oh.
I'm just saying. Like, we're going to start somewhere, but then we're going to end somewhere totally different, right? So I was talking about makeup, right? That's led me down to missing my mother, because I was silently missing her, and when I speak it, it becomes real and it makes me sad. So I try not to speak it. I have to deal with that daily, you know, because when some situations come up, I think about my mother, it makes me sad. But anyway, y'all, I was talking about this makeup. Let me put this right here. Can I put it right there? Because my arm is tired.
There you go. Let me go ahead and set it up for you. There we go.
Yeah.
You look lovely.
Thank you, honey. I put a post. See, I'm going somewhere else, and I ain't even finished the sentence. So I put a post up on Facebook. I was like, "These are my glasses." I was going for sexy librarian.
Sexy librarian.
And everybody just laughed. Can you see sexy librarian?
Especially when you hold the corner of your glasses like that and you look over the top of them a little bit.
See, Donald got me out here in these streets thinking I'm sexy, and I'm not. Well, listen. So I was talking about the makeup. I'm gonna finish my
Okay,
sentence.
there
I
you
promise you I'm gonna finish my sentence. So my mother used to tell me not to wear makeup when I was so young because it would make you look older, right? So at that point, I wouldn't even wear it. I would just maybe put on some eyeliner, eyeliner, brow, stuff on my brows, and I tried to wear lashes, and sometimes I do wear them, but I don't know how to wear them. I don't even know how to apply makeup. I used to wear lipstick when Avon had this pretty, it was almost like a fruit punch, reddish, pinkish. They had a lipstick and it was in a mint green container, and they stopped selling it. And so I stopped wearing lipstick. This was back in the 80s though. So anyway, I just never wore makeup, never thought I would need to wear makeup because I thought my skin was pretty good. Like I had decent skin, right? But as I get older, being a woman of a particular age, when the big M comes, when menopause comes, everything about your body changes. Like the things that you used to do, used to work, doesn't work anymore. Like I will be 58 next month. I will be 58 next month. I've never shaved my legs, my arms, I'm seeing these young girls shaving their face, and I'm just like, somebody told me when you do that, that'll make more hair come. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I got a mustache. How you feel married to a woman with a mustache?
First of all, you got that's the thinnest possible peach fuzz you could possibly have. I'm just like, a mustache. Now, you've had some friends with mustaches, but I know you ain't gonna talk about them. So, but
shame, forsooth, don't you say that. We're gonna erase that. He ain't gonna be out here talking about my friends. But listen, no, like I've never been a hairy person or anything like that. But as I get older, I'm realizing that yes, you need some makeup, Peggy. But here's the other flip of the coin on that. I'm always hot, and I have hot flashes. And so the makeup, while I would love to wear it, when I start sweating, it gets everywhere. And I'm just like, I'm not going to do this. And I'm sure they probably have some makeup for that. I just haven't gone to a place to have them show me what I really need. And so that's what I'm going to do when I get back. I'm going to learn how to put on just a little foundation, because I don't want to wear a lot, because when I do try to wear makeup, taking that stuff off, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that every day. I just can't. So, my mother used to wear like a little fine powder or something like that, but she was never into like lipstick. Like my mother wasn't a girly girl, but she was very feminine. You know what I'm saying? And so my sisters are girly girls, like they wear makeup and stuff like that. But I was just, when my mother told me I was going to start looking old, I was like, oh, no, I'm not doing it. So I never did it. But now I want to. So I've been watching makeup tutorials. I've been on YouTube University. And let me tell you, I put on some makeup yesterday. I put my lashes on yesterday for the first time, and they were really, the thing about it is they were just too big. Like I don't want it to look like I got a caterpillar or a spider on each eye. That was just too much. But I found some nicer, I ordered some lashes for my trip, and they're supposed to stay on for like a week. So I'm gonna try to put them on tomorrow so that when we go we'll be okay. But anyway, I put some makeup on yesterday. I had the lashes going, I had the face done, everything, and I came to Donald, and he was just like, look at you. This man had me thinking I'm Beyonce or somebody.
You my Beyonce.
Well, I don't want to be Beyonce. She young and cute, but I'm just saying somebody who a lot of people think is cute, or just somebody. I'm gonna tell you a star that I thought was really beautiful, and I loved everything about her, was Diane Carroll. Diane Carroll, I thought she was just flawless. Like if I had to be like somebody, I wanted to be like Diane Carroll. She was very feminine, and she
lived in it. But see, I couldn't be feminine like that because my brothers wasn't gonna let me. So I grew up rough. Like, I had to fight and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I hated that. Like, you know, tussling and rolling around with your brothers, you know, because they want to karate chop you and stuff like that. So I had to fight back. It wasn't serious, but you know, you had to do those things. So I grew up rough, and I didn't grow up in my feminine wilds like I wanted to. But I'm telling you, Diahann Carroll to me was the epitome of a beautiful black woman. I just adored everything about her. She had a interview with Johnny Carson one time, and it's on YouTube if you look it up. Diahann Carroll on Johnny Carson. She was on there a couple times, but everything about her just said feminine, beautiful. She almost had an exotic look to her at times, and I loved it. I was like, that's who I want to be. That's who I want to be. And you know what people tell me now? Girl, you look like Kim Whitley. I'm like, no, I don't want to be Kim Whitley. I want to be Diahann Carroll. I know I gotta get myself together, but that's who when I think of women, that's what I think of. Like, if that's somebody I want to imitate, that's who I would imitate. But anyway, so I don't know how I'm gonna do with makeup on this cruise, but I'm definitely going to do makeup because we're doing all the things. Like, we've never gone to the nightclubs. They're having a white party, they're having a night party, it's just like everything, and I want to participate in everything. I really do. Now, we've paid for some excursions on, like, when we get to the Bahamas or the Dominican Republic and places like that, but I understand this hurricane that's coming from the coast of Africa may be a problem for us, especially for the Bahamas. So now this is just people talking, because Carnival ain't said a word, because I've been checking. I have the app on my phone, and it'll tell me if something is changing or something, you know, what's going on. But they haven't said a word. Somebody said that they may reroute us to Jamaica, which will be fine with me because I haven't been. And I've been begging to go. 2 places I've been begging Donald to take me, Jamaica and Hawaii. I'm going to get there one day. And then somebody was saying that we might end up going to Key West. And I was like, I wish y'all would quit giving out so much misinformation in this group. It's the Carnival group. So if you go on YouTube and if you're going on a cruise, if you put the date, so you put Carnival Cruise and the name of the boat and the date that you're going, somebody will have started a group and you join that group.
Facebook. Yeah.
Facebook. Did I say Facebook?
You said YouTube.
I'm sorry, it's Facebook. Thank you for saying that. So it is Facebook, and like, they're gonna do a pub crawl, and they're gonna do a get together, and they're gonna do this, that, and the third. I'm not gonna be able to do that with them. Like, they're gonna hide ducks. We normally hide ducks, but we're not gonna hide ducks this time. So it's just good to, if you want to ask a bunch of questions and you've never cruised before, those groups are awesome to get in. But this group is kind of weird to me. I hope ain't nobody in this group. Michelle, I know you in here, but I added you to that group, so you don't count. But listen, they worry about every little thing. I mean, and I'm like, I wasn't even thinking about the stuff. Like, I knew the storm, there were like 3 or 4 out there developing, but I wasn't so concerned. I just want to go. And I'm like, I don't care if we go to Key West and then somebody say, oh, they'll probably just come over to Galveston. I'm like, good. They could drop me off at home. I ain't got to fly back. Give me my stuff and Cece, I'm going to call you so she can come pick us up from the port and take me home. Like, if they do that, that'll be fine with me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I hate when people do stuff like that. Like, why they were worried last week, and I'm like, you know, these hurricanes, they will start off in one direction and end in a different one and stuff like that. So I was just like, I was starting to get a little sad about it, because I'm like, I got a trip in 2 days. We went from, well, we bought this trip 90 days out.
90 something days, almost. Or
maybe, no, it was maybe.
It was triple digits.
Yeah, it was 4 months out. We bought the trip 4 months out. Might have been even longer than that, to be honest with you. Might have been 6 months. I don't remember. But anyway, I've been looking forward to it, but I'm like, people keep throwing stuff on it, and I'm like, I don't like that. Like, why are you worried about something that may never happen? Carnival cruise all the time. I'm sure they're going to take all the precautions necessary, because Florida is going to be fine when we're there. We leave on Sunday. So that's the only thing about the group. And I'm just like, it's been a weird day for me.
Been a weird day.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all, it's been a weird day for me. So we go to the Starbucks in front of our house, because I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go get me a refresher drink, and I'm gonna get DJ a pup cup, and then I'm gonna get myself egg white bites, right? And so when I go in there, because I don't, even though it's close, a bike ride away, I was like, I'm gonna go to the Starbucks close by, because when Cameron was here, we used to go all the time. I go in there, and they've changed the menu, the board. So, I got my new bifocals on, and I'm trying to see, but I don't really see what I'm looking for. So I come in, and I'm nice, and I'm like, good morning, how are you? Nobody's in line. I'm the only one. It's another guy sitting down, so it's not crowded. And I go, do you guys still have the egg white bites? And she was like, yes. And I was like, oh. I was like, I don't see the different ones that you can get, because I know it's 2 or 3 different kinds that you can get. And I know I didn't want the one with the spinach in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want that one. And so then I was like, okay, yeah. So I looked on the board. It looked like a cracker, because to me, I guess because it was so far away. And I was like, oh, I see you have the egg white bite. I said, give me that one with the Gouda cheese and the whatever else, right? So then I go, do you guys still have the refresher? We have everything on this menu. That's how she responded to me. Exactly like that. So I had to take a breathing moment, and she looked at me. She looked at me like crazy. And all I could do, because your girl got a lethal tongue. Y'all don't know that about me, but I got a lethal one. But I'm like, I'm getting ready to go on vacation. You are not finna steal my joy. So I told the young lady, I said, I put my little church finger up. I said, excuse me for 1 minute, because it's gonna get ugly. And I walked out. And I got in the truck, and I was like, everybody's angry about what? And Starbucks pride themselves on their customer service, almost like Chick-fil-A.
Nah, there ain't nobody.
Ain't nobody like Chick-fil-A.
Well, no. Who do we go to in the Zaxby's in Georgia? Had the best one I ever seen.
Zaxby's had everybody beat, but that's only that one location.
That was crazy.
But anyway, I'm just like, why is everybody so angry? Like, I feel like everybody around us has just been so angry, and I'm like, people want my attention, but you ain't getting it. I see you. I see you trying to get my attention, but you ain't gonna get it. You know who I'm talking to. You trying to get my attention, I ain't gonna get it to you. But listen, everybody just so angry and mean and evil. I don't know what's going on in this world today. I just don't. But I live in my bubble, right? So then I come here to this Target, because Donald brings me to the nice Target down here.
The good Target.
The good Target. And this young man is in there, and he's working, but you could tell he's busy. And I went in, and I was like, how is your day? And he was like, awesome. I was like, you are my favorite person today. I was like, you think I can get me a drink, or are you too busy? He was like, no, ma'am, I can get you a drink right now. And I was like, you are my person today. You are my person. And so he made my drink, and he was like, you're going to love this drink. I get this all the time. My mom loves it. And he's just talking. I was like, you are such a sweetheart. I was like, thank you for being kind.
Yes.
And he was like, looking at me all weird. I was like, he probably was like, where did that come from? So anyway, I'm getting in line. Y'all saw me get Donald chips or whatever else. And this guy next to me, he was like, girl, why you pull out them chips and salsa? Now I want some chips and salsa. And I was like, I know. I said, I couldn't walk past these particular chips without getting the chips and salsa. And he was just like, that's my favorite. And I was like, okay, now those are little things, But it's the little things.
Exactly.
It's the little things.
Yes.
It's the little. It don't take much to make me happy, and so I'm just like, okay, y'all have restored my faith today. So what Peggy gonna do is go home and start packing for this trip. Well, I already packed, but I'm gonna unpack and repack.
Yeah, she's already packed 3 times, but just got to do one more pack. I think.
No, because so I'm glad I bought that weight to weigh the suitcase, because I'm right at my limit. But what I want to do is put some stuff inside a cube just in case they tell me, because my weight, my thing could be off compared to theirs. And so if I put a cube of stuff in there, I could just take that cube out, because I remember when I was flying on a trip and the guy was like, your bag is 3 pounds overweight. And he was like, you got to pull some stuff out. So I unzipped it and just grabbed a handful of stuff. And he was like, okay, you good. And I just threw it in my purse. I was just like, okay. So, but this time I'm going to put it in a cube just in case I'm like maybe 3 to 5 pounds over. Because while my scale is saying 44, their scale could be a little bit different, because, you know, they want to charge you more.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we could trust their scale or not, but it's supposed to be a 50-pound weight limit. And then I bought Donald this he has the neatest garment bag. I can't wait to get home to show it to y'all. So it's a garment bag, right? But it folds up to a carry-on bag.
Yes.
It is super cute, and so he could get his shoes in there. And I'm like, I would like your feet to be not so big, so we don't have to carry all of this stuff. But it's the cutest garment bag, and I started to order myself one, but now it's too late because it won't get here in time. And so that's all we have to do. So I'm gonna run here and get something from H-E-B.
Yes.
That's all we need to do.
That's all we need to do.
The dog has plenty of food for being left behind.
Oh yeah.
We got everything. Say hi to my peeps.
What's going on, peeps? How y'all doing? You know,
Don't act all funny.
Yeah. I'm just here. I'm the chauffeur of the channel and everything. Just trying to get her around, take her wherever she gotta go and stuff. But she came out of that first Starbucks. You can tell by her facial expression that her whole countenance had tightened up a bit. So
yeah.
But if she came out of Target, she was smiling and everything. So I love to see that. So
yeah.
You can tell those are definitely change.
Yeah, because Donald grabbed my hand. I love when he does that, because he calms me down. I talk too much, but listen, I was really frustrated because I was going to let that young lady have it, but I was like, why? It's unnecessary. She ain't going to change. So I told Donald what happened, and I feel like he wanted to go back in there. I feel like he wanted to go in there. But I was like, okay. So I got in the car, and I was just looking out the window, because when I'm going to give y'all one of my tales. When I'm not feeling it, I'm looking out the window. I ain't nothing. And so Donald grabs my hand lovingly, and he takes a deep breath, and he reminds me everything is going to be okay. I love when he does that, because it really does calm me down. So when I'm fussy about something, you know, he'll come over and give me just the tightest hug and just reminding me to breathe, Peggy, because it ain't that serious. I'm gonna be more like Donald eventually, but today, but like I say, I'm not gonna let nobody steal my joy. I'm just gonna get in my bubble and stay in my bubble, and I'm gonna live my life the way God wants me to live it. So with that being said, I'm gonna call y'all back. All right, guys, I'm back. So I'm just putting away the little stuff that I bought at the grocery store. I want to share this little experiment with you guys, if you will. I don't know if it's an experiment, but I've been seeing, y'all know I live on TikTok. I watch a lot of TikToks. I watch a lot of TikTok. I don't comment much, but I do watch a lot of TikTok videos. And so they were doing this thing with the watermelon, right? And they were saying the watermelon tastes so much better with lemon juice sprinkled over it or lime juice sprinkled over it. So I'm going to try it right now just to see what it's giving. Just to see what it's giving. So give me a minute, y'all. Let me set myself up. I just wash my hands. The first thing I do when I get in the house, because, you know, COVID is out here wrecking stuff. So the first thing I do when I get home is wash my hands. I scrub my hands.
and stuff. So anyway, give me one quick second. I'll be right back. All right, family, I'm back now. And then my little lime, I'm gonna rub it and get it juicy. Cause they be so hard. Oh, look at all the juice that came out of there. And so I bought me some watermelon. I didn't want to buy a whole watermelon because I knew we wouldn't eat it. Plus, you know, Donald ain't a big fan of fruit. I tell you what, this watermelon doesn't expire for a couple days, but it's already mushy soft, and I could tell by just touching it. I hate when it's like that. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that watermelon. It looks mushy soft. Look at that. Let me taste it. Oh my God. That's a good watermelon. It's sweet. So, let me see if I can do what the girls do. So I'm gonna take me some lemon, and I'm gonna pour it over that one piece right there. Tell y'all if it tastes better. I'm gonna say this, that is absolutely delicious, but understand, I like sour stuff. Oh my gosh, this is a game changer. Who would have thought to put lemon on a piece of watermelon? Listen, this is so good. You gotta try it. It reminds me of something, but I can't think of what it is. Y'all, this is good. I don't know who would have thought to do that. Listen. Now I'm gonna try this lime. I'm not a fan of lime. I don't like lime at all. But I'm gonna try it anyway, just because the girls been trying it. So I'm gonna put that on there like that. I'm gonna give me a little bitty piece, cause I don't know. Oh, It ain't bad. Give me this lemon back. Let me tell y'all something. Now see, I'm about to order a watermelon and some lemon juice and send it to my grandbaby Cameron. Oh yes, I am. Send it to her in St. Louis. She's going to love this. Yeah, that is so good. But you know what else I'm gonna do? Put my tahini on top of that lemon. It's gonna be like a margarita. Listen, I'm not playing with y'all. I don't know who thought to put lemon on a watermelon, but take it to the next step and add you some tahini. I can eat this all day. That was a bad piece of watermelon, y'all. But it is still had a great flavor. Oh my goodness. Now tell me if y'all ever tried that. That was really good. Now, it tastes better without adding the tahini. You don't need the tahini. But anyway, I'm always trying something I see on TikTok. That was actually good. Pouring the lemon over the watermelon. Let me see if I can get Donald out here to taste it. Hey, Donald. Yeah. Can you taste something for me? He gets so tired of me. I want you to taste this for me, please. I know I said I wasn't going to bother you. But listen, I'm going to take a piece of this watermelon.
Okay.
I'm going to get you a good piece.
Okay. Thank you.
And then I'm going to sprinkle some lemon juice over it.
Okay.
Now, taste it.
That's it? You
Yeah.
No tahini or nothing?
I want you to taste it without the tahini first. Take half of that, yeah. That's good. It's good.
That's good. That's real. I like that.
It reminds you of something, but I can't put my hand on it.
Yeah.
It's refreshing.
It's refreshing. That's a great summer snack.
I'm telling y'all, I'm not BSing.
That's good stuff.
Mmm.
I can eat that.
I gotta send this to my son Tim. He's going to. Y'all, I ain't playing.
What is it?
Okay. I'm getting ready to go, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with me today. I'll be back tomorrow. I promise. I'll be back tomorrow. I got you. I'll be back tomorrow.